Still gets me every time. That sideways look before it lands. You barely reach the ending before my serious face gives in. Still gets me every time. The same small spark beneath your eyes. Years have changed 1,000 things, but that still gets me every time. That little pause before the punchline has never learned a newer trick. You hold it half a beat too long and watch me trying to resist. I know the turn before you take it, know the grin you try to hide. Still the laughter finds me early, still it catches from the side. Some jokes fade from overuse, ours gathers flavor as it goes. Every retelling brings along it goes. Every retelling brings along another year that only we know. You have used it when I wandered too far into my own concern. Used it when the day felt heavy and my patience had gone thin. Never pushed it past its welcome, never made the hurt feel small. Just enough familiar mischief to loosen what had grown too hard. Then the laughter changes texture from amusement into care. A private language built so slowly no one else could place it there. Keep the setup just as clumsy, keep the ending out of tune. I already know what's coming and I'm laughing far too soon, yeah. Ages added different worries, different habits, different clothes. Still that spark appears unchanged whenever your expression glows. You tilt your head, the corner rises, one eyebrow gives the game away. I prepare to act unimpressed, then lose before you reach the phrase. No grand surprise is needed, no new version could improve. What began as simple teasing now carries half the life we knew. So use the line again tomorrow, use it years from where we stand. I will groan before I'm laughing, you will know you still can land it. The joke belongs to both of us now, half your time and half my fault. Every time you start to tell it, the years disappear beneath it all. Still gets me every time. That sideways look, that crooked sign. You never need a better ending, you only need that look in your eyes. Still gets me every time before the final words arrive. Same old joke, same old smile, still gets me every time. gets me every time.
My name has never sounded special, just a word the world can use. Something printed, something answered, something passed from mouth to mouth. Then it changes in your keeping, takes on weight I cannot fake. Every syllable feels closer when you give it that small break. You do not have to add affection, it is already in the sound. Like you know the years behind it, and the man they gathered round. Others call and I respond, but something in me turns your way. Only you say it that way. You can make it feel like a welcome, you can make it feel like heat, make it carry mild amusement, or a tenderness discreet. Sometimes there is reassurance, sometimes challenge in the tone, sometimes just a quiet pleasure in reminding me I'm known. No performance, no intention, nothing polished for effect, only all our shared experience moving underneath the breath. I can hear the private meaning before any sentence takes its shape. Only you say it that way. Perhaps intimacy is partly how a common thing becomes more specific through attention, more alive because of love. Not possession, not a claim, not a signal meant to bind, just a voice that holds the versions I have worn across our time. You have said it when I doubted, said it laughing at my pride, said it when I needed distance without pulling me aside. Every use contains another layer no one else could place. A whole history in the timing, a whole language in my name. How it reaches me, lower, slower, more assured. Still the smallest change can find me, still the feeling comes through clear. When the day has made me formal, when my answers all feel planned, your voice returns me to the person who does not need to make a stand. And when desire moves beneath it, you never need to press or prove. One familiar word is plenty for the distance left to move. I know names are only symbols till a life gives them a place. Mine becomes a form of closeness every time it leaves your voice. Let the final note stay simple, let the band fall clean away. Only you say it that way. Halfway into what you love, your whole expression rearranges. The careful edges disappear, and something effortless takes over. You stop checking how you look, stop measuring the room around you. Every movement finds its purpose, every pause belongs exactly there. I have seen your social grace, the version polished for attention, but this quieter concentration carries more than charm could hold. There is nothing aimed at me, still I feel the strongest pull. Competence becomes attractive when it rises without display. Not announced or underlined, just a person meeting what they know. You make difficulty look honest, never smaller than it is. Patience working through resistance, instinct sharpened by devotion. Even failure cannot dim you. You adjusting into deeper, less concerned with being flawless, more alive inside the effort. I could interrupt the moment, but I like the way you vanish into something that restores you to the center of yourself. You are nearest to your nature when you are not trying to be seen. When you forget I'm watching, that is when I notice most. When you forget I'm watching, every practice layer goes, nothing offered for approval, nothing shaped to win my eyes. You become completely present, and I fall for you in real time. Desire is not always sparked by what is meant to draw it near. Sometimes focus turns the ordinary into something bright and clear. I do not need your invitation for affection to begin. I can love the way you enter, what awakens you within. Better you may turn and find me with that question in your face, wondering how long I stay there. What exactly held my gaze? I will keep the answer simple, let the feeling stay its size. You were doing what you care for, and the truth was in your eyes. There was confidence without armor, there was discipline without weight, there was pleasure in the process, and a freedom in your pace. I know attraction has its language in the closeness we create, but it also lives in witnessing the life another person makes. So keep following that current, keep becoming less aware of the image others carry, of the judgment in the air. I am drawn to who you are when admiration is not asked for, when your gifts become a doorway
straight through. You never look more like yourself.
No defense came with the sentence. No careful reason followed close. You did not turn the hurt to context or explain what I should know. You named the part that was your doing, left the weight exactly there. Never asked me to protect you from the damage you could hear. I had prepared for an argument, for the usual measured turn, but you stayed beside the meaning and allowed the words to burn. You did not reach for absolution. You gave the moment back to me. You let the sorry stand without dressing it in reasons. You let the sorry stand without asking me to ease it. You named the hurt you caused and left the next step up to me. You let the sorry stand, and that made it mean something. Forgiveness has its own direction. It cannot answer to demand. Even tenderness grows smaller when it comes with an outstretched hand. You understood that I might need more than one night to believe that repair begins with patience, not a promise made too quickly. There was no performance of regret, no borrowed language, no display. Only ownership held steady when I had nothing kind to say. You did not make my pain your burden, or turn my caution into blame. You let the sorry stand without dressing it in reasons. You let the sorry stand without asking me to ease it. You named the hurt you caused and left the next step up to me. You let the sorry stand, and that made it mean An apology cannot undo what the heart has had to learn, but it can become a doorway when no one forces a return. Trust may come in smaller portions, care may look like giving space. Sometimes change is most convincing when it does not ask for praise. You let the sorry stand, and the silence did not break you. You let the sorry stand while I decided what was true. You did not ask for comfort, you did not bargain for relief. You
clearly in the choice you made to stay. You let the sorry stand, and I finally felt its weight.
Bring out the part you were saving. Use the pleasure while it's near. This is not a lesser evening, just because no milestones here. Wear the color that feels bolder. Choose the taste you keep in mind. Life does not become more worthy at some later point in time. I have kept too many good things for a day that never came. Made enjoyment wait for meaning, made delight produce a name. As if beauty needs permission, as if comfort must be earned, as if every bright indulgence needs a reason in return. So I take the finer feeling without turning it to proof. There is value in receiving what is ready to be used. Celebration can be simple, no announcement, no applause. A richer note inside the ordinary, a small departure from the rules. I can choose the better fabric, give an hour more affection than efficiency would make. This is not excess or carelessness, it is knowing what is mine and refusing to postpone it till the stars approve the time. No special day is coming to make this moment more alive. This is not the preparation, this is already the life. Maybe joy becomes more honest when it enters without cause, when no achievement stands behind it and no audience takes note. I can honor what is lovely before a loss explains its worth. Use the voice I keep restraining, give the generous answer first. Open what was meant for keeping, play the song before it fades. Take the route that feels more graceful, even if it has a day. There is no prize for untouched beauty, no reward for pleasure spared. Nothing noble in preserving every good thing past repair. Now the ordinary carries more than I once thought it could. A weekday can hold elegance, a small choice can still feel good. I do not need a grand beginning,
postponing. This is the occasion.
I used to read each face for welcome before I let my shoulders rest. Change the shape of every answer toward whatever might impress. A cooler tone, a brighter manner, a safer version of my taste. I could feel myself adjusting till there was little left to place. Approval gave a brief reflection, then disappeared when I moved on. I kept chasing fresh permission from people barely looking along. Now I let the first exchange be honest, let the difference show its size. Not every absence of connection means that something failed inside. Some temperaments move separately, some values never share a key. I can't notice what is missing without making it about me. There's no insult in a mismatch, no defeat in letting go. I do not need to make them smaller just to keep my value whole. I can leave the sharper posture and the cleverness behind. No defense is necessary when a place is simply not mine. Belonging should not feel like labor done to earn another chair. It should leave a space for difference and return the interest there. So I listen to my own response when the energy grows thin. I can thank the invitation without forcing myself in. There are circles built for others, there are bonds I will not share. That does not make the world less generous, it makes belonging more sincere. I don't need every welcome, I don't need every door. Some places can pass over me and leave me wanting nothing more. I can wish them well and keep moving. I don't need every welcome. The people meant to know me will not need a smaller shape. They may question, they may differ, still respect will hold its place. I will not arrive perfected or agree to every view. I will bring a full attention and expect that fullness too. Maybe ease is not immediate, maybe trust requires some time, but I will know the difference between patience and disguise. I no longer call it failure when a bond does not begin. Every ending is not sorrow, every distance is not loss. There is dignity in choosing where affection can grow free, and leaving other pathways for the lives they need to lead. What fits will meet me fully, what doesn't can remain. I leave myself intact with nothing to reclaim. your delight has fully settled, I can feel it turn your way. A thought becomes more interesting when I imagine what you'll say. Not because I need approval, not because you make it true. Something in the act of sharing brings the moment into view. The smallest observation matters once it has a place to go. A line that almost passed unnoticed starts to gather its own glow. I carry it beside me till the hours release their hold, knowing there is someone waiting who will hear what made me pause. You are who I tell when a little joy finds language. You are who I tell when a thought deserves more air. Before the feeling fades, before the detail slips away, you are who I tell, and the telling makes it stay. Some discoveries are private, still they lean toward being shared, not displayed for every stranger, just entrusted where there's care. You know how to meet excitement without making it perform, how to let a simple pleasure keep its own unguarded form. Even when your view is different, you receive the reason first. You can widen what I notice without taking what it was. That is why my mind keeps reaching toward the place your interest lies. Every hour contains a fragment I already wanna give. Maybe closeness keeps assembling from the pieces no one plans. Every detail freely offered, every thought that changes hands. Not a grand confession, not a promise made for show, just the instinct to bring something to the one I trust to know. You are who I tell when a sudden beauty catches me. Question starts to bloom before I shape the answer, before I smooth the edges down. You are who I tell because you hear what I leave out. Change the way we gather, what we notice, what we keep. Still I hope the first reflection continues finding you in me. There will always be some detail too alive to hold alone, some surprise that feels more complete once it travels where you are. And when nothing worth reporting finds its way into the day, I will still bring you my presence without searching for a phrase. Sharing life is not the headline or the moments others see. It is knowing where to carry what becomes
part of me. That is how a life together keeps becoming us.
The last chord settles slowly, and neither of us starts to move. The room has lost its hurry. Conversation has grown loose. We came without a grand intention, just a little time to spend. Now the hour feels too complete to let it finish where it ends. Your hand is resting near me, your expression soft and clear. I can feel the evening opening, instead of disappearing here. No future written through it, no agreement tucked beneath, only one more stretch of music before we finally leave.
One more before we leave.
Let the rhythm hold us longer.
One more before we leave.
While the feeling still has room, we do not have to name it.
We can let it stay this sweet.
Just one more before we leave. Then we'll rise when it is through. There is pleasure in the almost, in the pause before goodbye, in allowing something simple to remain a little while. I am not trying to delay you or to bargain with the clock. I just like the way your presence makes a simple hour feel rare. Every glance has grown less guarded, every silence fits us well, and the smallest shift between us carries more than words could tell. So I listen as the melody finds another easy shape. Let the moment keep unfolding at the pace the music makes. No plan beyond the measure, no claim beyond this song. Only both of us still listening after everything moved on.
Just carry beauty.
When they take the gentle road,
We can honor what was given
without deciding where it goes.
A good thing does not final chord releases, I will leave its warmth between us.
Home is waiting where I left it. There is no reason for delay. Still the quickest line before me is not the one I want tonight. The day has finally lost its pressure. Every thought has loosened hold, and the air beyond the dashboard feels inviting without asking why. So I pass the usual turning, let another mile unfold. Choose the lane that keeps me moving, past the places that I know. I am not escaping anything, there is nowhere else to be. I just like the steady motion and the way it carries me. Some evenings end too quickly when I follow every sign. Tonight I will not hurry toward the closing of the time. Fewer cars remain around me, every signal takes its ease. I can let the music settle without planning what comes next. There were years I filled each opening, made each minute justify. All the fuel and all the distance, all the effort of a life. Oh, now a pleasure can be simple, it can serve no larger aim. One more turn beneath the evening, one more stretch without a name. I can't stay inside a feeling without holding it too tight. Let contentment move beside me till it chooses its own time. The route becomes less important than the freedom and the choice. I have spent enough of daylight answering the urgent voice. Take the longer way back home, let the good part linger on. Take the longer way back home, there is no need to arrive. Let the miles remain uncounted, let the evening set the pace. I am not delaying life, I am living in this space. Soon enough I will turn inward, put the keys and hours away. Meet tomorrow when it reaches me, with whatever it may bring. For now I keep the motion gentle, let the last demands grow small. Every mile returns a little of the man beneath it all. No destination needs improving, no conclusion needs a name. I can follow what feels easy without calling it a change. Take the longer way back home, oh, let the good part linger on. Take the
let the road keep moving on.
There goes my perfect entrance, leaning harder than it should. One smooth move becomes a stumble, and the timing comes undone. For a second, pride considers turning everything to stone. Then the better part starts laughing at the image overblown. I have spent enough time guarding every flaw from open air, as if grace meant never missing, as if charm required repair. Now I let the moment have me, let the awkwardness be brief. Nothing human needs a courtroom. Every time it misses a beat, let the joke be on me. I can take it and stay whole. A little laughter leaves more room. Confidence was never spotless, it was never meant to be. Not a posture held forever, not a polished certainty. Sometimes dignity is knowing when the serious part can bend, when a careful reputation does not need another defense. I can own the wrong impression, name the thing I overlooked, change direction without shrinking, let the lesson lose its hook. There is kindness in the humor that does not cut beneath the skin. I can laugh without attacking the imperfect man within. Now, between a wound and simple pride, between making myself smaller and not needing to be right, the strongest room inside me is the one that lets things pass. No shame waiting in the silence, no sharp edge behind the laugh. So when language takes the long way, or my confidence arrives late, when I reach for something graceful and it lands a little strange, I will not turn one crooked moment into evidence of doubt. I have lived too much to measure all my worth by how things land. Let the people nearest to me see the effort and the miss. Let the evening keep its humor. Let affection live in this. Perfection has a narrow doorway. I have no wish to fit. I would rather bring the whole man. Every awkward, honest bit. There is freedom
a joke beyond me. I can laugh and still stand tall. A little laughter leaves more room for the man beneath it all.